So Horror Night Nightmares did it again. We officially have version 3 of the HHN Speculation Map. And we are going to dive right into all the changes and all the goodies that come along with that. Now, before moving forward, you guys should already know, unless you're living under a rock, 2 of these houses have been announced, and those are Universal Monsters Legends Collide and Halloween 1978. Now that we have 2 houses that we know for sure are coming to the event, we must mourn the houses we lost along the way from the other speculation maps. Now, if you looked at the map at the beginning of the video, you kind of noticed that we have a new logo up top, which is the logo that we see on a lot of the merchandise, which is the Halloween Horror Nights logo with the pumpkin on it, and I just love this design. I just want this plastered on a shirt, and I will purchase it. Anyways, we now have some big changes. We have Scarezones, both shows, and then a few houses have changed. And those 3 new houses are Witch, The Evil Dead, and Seeds of Extinction 2. Now, in the prior videos, I have discussed the 7 other houses, so if you want my opinions on that, please go check them out. I will link it down below and I will put it on the screen, but you can do that later. Right now, let's talk about those new houses. First off, let's start with Witch, which I still think this can be the sequel to Wicked Growth, which was on the last speculation map. I think this is still Wicked Growth 2. Why? We had witches in the first one. Witches tie amazingly to Halloween. And it just makes so much sense that this was such a beloved house at one house of the year. To why not continue the lore and bring in more love to the witches and other creatures that could possibly show up throughout this house. Maybe we'll even have the opportunity to see the Pumpkin Lord again. Now, we discussed this when it was on the original speculation map. However, now that it's back, it's kind of piqued my curiosity. We're nearing the 35th anniversary of Evil Dead 2. However, we also have the new film that's already in post-production that we don't have a trailer for, but it's tied into the original film franchise. Will this house be solely based on the Evil Dead, or will it be based on everything? Or will it be based on Evil Dead Rise? Which, if it's just that, it might change my perspective on this entire house. However, if it's based on the entire franchise, I'm okay with this. Now we arrive to one of possibly my favorite things that have changed on this map. We have a sequel to one of my all-time favorite houses, Seeds of Extinction, being Seeds of Extinction 2. When we originally had this house, I was terrified of it. I mean, I literally lost my glasses in this house. It was amazing, and the potential possibility of having another version of this house makes me so excited. Now I think we'll take the opportunity and step away from the haunted houses and start talking about the scare zones, which last time we had the speculation map, we only had one, and this one's still here. It is in the end location, and we have Scarecrow. Now, I really don't know what they're going to do here. However, I know they're going to knock it out of the park. I just know it. Let's talk a little bit more about these other scare zones that are here, because some of them kind of have me intrigued. We'll start with that K location, which is Minion Land or Plaza of the Stars, whatever you want to call it now. It is going to be themed to traditional Halloween. Typically, 9 times out of 10, this scare zone is the overall theme of the entire event, so it would make sense to have it as traditional Halloween when almost the entire event is basically traditional Halloween. The next one we have up on here is Candy Mutants, and this is in New York. Now, this can be a number of different things. Could this be kids that have eaten candy and have just mutated into different things? A bad batch of candy? Think of something like Halloween 3, but instead of mask, it's like candy. That's the only thing I could think of. I know that if they do the right makeup and the right mask, this can be an amazing zone. Next, we have M, which is the San Francisco location, and over here we have Treeks and Foons. Treeks and Foons, if you guys don't know, were located in the Eddie Scare Zone last year in a certain segment, and I feel as if these were the most pictured characters in that whole Scare Zone. They're very vibrant, very bright. If you guys haven't seen them, here's a picture of them. And honestly, this was my favorite thing to see at the event. They were so cool to see, and the fact that it's been years since the last time they were at the event was pretty awesome to see them back. The one thing I want from this is give me foam or bubbles. Make this scare zone exciting, please. And then finally, the last scare zone we have here is in the O location, which is over in Hollywood, which is where we had the Eddie scare zone. And this one is just simply vampires. Now, this can go any way, shape, or form. Could this be traditional vampires? Could this be one of the vamps like 55, 65, 85, any kind of vamps? Could it be all-time vampires? Will we see Dracula? Who knows? I can just say overall, these scare zones are awesome. I can't wait to hear more information about them, potential possible like real names for them, and that's gonna be amazing. Along with these scare zones, we also have our show, which is supposedly the returning Halloween Nightmare Fuel, which that show, if you guys did not see it, was phenomenal. They did a great job, night in, night out. But now this year, they're going to be able to have the whole team over here from overseas. So who knows what's going to happen. I can't wait to see this. And then finally, we have the Lagoon Show, which is honestly always my favorite thing to see. Any time of day, well, night, you can just sit there, enjoy the music, enjoy the synthwave, and have a great time. Now, with all of that being said, that is all the information we have gotten from this speculation map. If you guys want to check out how I felt about the other announcements and other speculation maps, check out these videos that are here on the screen. And also, you see my face right there? Go ahead and press it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Stay excellent, my dudes.